Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kirby Superstar. So we are going to just jump right in here. I'm Gemini Solus, and I'm going to be starting a project I'm going to hopefully be calling Completion Compendium. Oh, I don't like how that's not showing. It probably shows in the actual recording. But like, you see how it's fully lit up as a red circle? I guess the refresh rate just kind of perfectly lines up. Alright, but yeah, we've played Kirby before. We understand how it works. This is Spring Breeze. Just gotta get used to the controls. Because I've not played on the Switch. This is on the Switch Online. Great place to play it if you're just wanting to try out the game. No. Because, I mean, you're not going to be playing the original SNES version. Or, I guess, even the remake, which is the DS version nowadays. Oh. How do I lose my power? There's supposed to be a way I can just spit it up. Not what I was expecting. Hey, can you turn back? Because there's also ability to spit him out as a star, but I don't know that one off the top of my head. And continue on. Oops. It's definitely not that button. More proof that we're doing it on the Nintendo Online. Which, I mean, today was the day of the Direct, the day I'm recording this. And they announced 5 more games that weren't particularly interesting to me, because I never played any of them. But they are still adding new games to it, which I'm a little surprised for. And it might be... they might be intending to put it onto Switch too, and that could be interesting. Oh, I almost got him in 2 cycles. The game is just being... I was gonna say it's being nice to me, but I think that's actually on me that it's not. It has given me every opportunity. Luckily, end of the match, it is a full heal. I'm gonna try to at least do... No, you know what? I think I'll have fun with the bosses, because there is some interesting things. Like, they give you some pretty powerful abilities going in right before some of these bosses. I said, oh, they gave me back my health, and then proceeded to immediately lose it all. But I've got to power up again. I should be alright for this next little bit. Look at that, health back. So, I said it was going to be a little project called Completion Compendium. At least I think I said that. I hope I said that. And that is going to be going through games and trying to, well, complete them. Because there are a lot of games, this one not included, that I have wanted to complete, but I never really had a good time or chance to. So take the invincibility candy and you can just walk right through all these enemies. So I figured I'd start with one that I'm confident in before jumping to some that might require multiple attempts. Like, one that's on my list is... Alright, I need to lose this without killing off that bomb. Good, we got Crash. That was the goal. Because with Crash, just kind of chill here. And they die. You don't need to have them hit you, but I wasn't paying full attention and they walked right into me. But another one down. We will be fighting them again in a different game, so I'm not particularly worried about showing off their fighting style. You can kind of see it. They just push the blocks. If you have no power, you can eat the block and spit it at them, but that's just the usual. The only downside is it does leave you with no power going into the next stage, which isn't always the worst thing in the world. But yeah, so the goal is going to be going into a bunch of games and just seeing how many I can complete. Some games, like this one, are going to be nice, short little sessions. They probably won't take more than a handful of parts. Maybe 10 parts for this entire game. I'm a little worried about the arena, and honestly, based on how I'm doing so far, a little worried about just general fighting, so I seem to be struggling. But Spring Breeze is a great game to struggle in. Is it this one? Yeah. There, we'll open up ourselves a path. Get ourselves the Michael ability. And we should be good. I think we just need to head our way to the boss now. So, a nice little treat in the Kirby games. One, they have random things fall from the sky if you go to the wrong spot. But there's also entrances in the moon. So we can kind of glide down, get some healing. Our ability to puff being very helpful. Back up to full health, or close enough. Get us one up, and if you want, you can also pick up a new ability here to use against the next two bosses. And that is Hammer, but we can ignore him as well. So that is our plan. We're going to be taking out Kracko now. So Mike is just a 3-hit spike move specifically designed to just wipe out basically anything. Bosses are the only thing that can survive more than one hit on them. I think some mid-bosses might also be able to survive the first or second. But I tend to use it to wipe out pretty much just Kracko. I don't use Mike for too many other things, so it's a good chance to show them all off right here. The last stage, Mount DDD. So we have a choice to make here. There's a lot of different abilities it gives us right at the beginning, but the entire stage is this hallway and this door. I'm gonna be going with Old Faithful here. I love Stone. It is probably my favorite power throughout any of the Kirby games. And like, with a body like that, how can you blame him? I'm kind of glad that he's just chilling in our hitbox there. And let's finish him off. DDD is down. We have finished Spring Breeze. And even the castle got a little sad about that. Kirby, with the power of the stars, inflates to castle proportions and dumps all of the carrots and food out of the castle into the ocean. Because I'm sorry, you are definitely flying above an ocean right now. So, dump all the food there and no one gets it, I guess. But that is the first game of Kirby Superstar. There is 8 to work with. We can get to 4 right now. I'm gonna jump into Gourmet Race. Grand Prix. So this will do all the courses in a row. But our big goal is just beat DDD to the goal. So we just need to run and jump at the right times to have a good chance. It's kind of silly how ridiculous some of these levels get. Because our goal is just, if we can tag this maximum tomato at the end, by running in first in a race, you get an extra 30 points. So right now we're at 63 points to 9. It's kind of insane how much that happens, because it's like, you could honestly take the most leisurely route through this middle one, and you'll be fine. You could... I do wonder if you could ignore all the food and still win, as long as you came in first in the races. Of course, coming in first and ignoring the food is complicated, but as you can see, he is doing better as the stages go, so he wouldn't be just doing 9 that round, and if we aren't taking the similar route of them, he'd probably be picking up a lot more food. 43 to 21, so that's another 73. I don't think there's anything possible he can do, but it's a good stage to show off some powers. I think Wing is known as the best for this one. Just for this sort of thing. You get great speed, and you can technically, if you dive bomb at the right timing, you can gain height with it. I don't know that timing, so... But like... He flies up to get that food? Why? But being able to fly makes a lot of this stage much smoother. And we are able to quickly make it to the end here. We're not quite there yet, but I mean... Yeah, you know what? We'll take this path. I never take this path. Oh, sweet, an extra maximum tomato. 35 to 19. So let's see how close we were. So in food, they had 49 and we had 111, which gives us over 200 food and a time of 2:12. I'm rounding up. I'm not going to read that other numbers. But there we go. That is both Gourmet Race and Spring Breeze done. For some reason, it's like, hey, you won. Is that all it does? It just gives you a win, okay. Whereas if you look at this next one, we don't have a thing. I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for coming to the first part. 2 games down, 6 more to go. Or is it 7 and 1? 5 more to go. Because I don't think there's any that we can't see outside of the arena. So, see you guys next time for more Kirby Superstar.